Chicken wings, one of my favorite things ever since I did that smoked half chicken where I seared the chicken on the top rack. It's got me thinking, is that the new secret to my new favorite style of wing? Today, we're gonna find out. What's up, chicken wing fans? That's right, if you're a chicken wing fan, today's video is just for you because I love me some chicken wings. You guys know that if you've been around for a little while. And today, we're gonna pull out one of the secrets I learned from my big long video where I tried 3 different methods to figure out which was the best way to cook chicken wings. We're gonna take some from that and we're gonna try something new and we're gonna make an absolutely delicious smoked crispy chicken wing. Let's fire up the odor. It is a little cold outside and it is early, so we're making this for lunch. It's not 12 o'clock yet, so I don't have my rum and coke with me today, but I know you guys will ask me in the comment because you always do. Maybe by the time this video is done, it will come out to say hello. So what we're gonna do is we are going to fire this guy up. We're gonna start at 200 just to put a whole bunch of smoke in there. Now the great thing about this particular method is there's no prep. I'm gonna go get my chicken wings. We're gonna take them out of the fridge. We're not gonna dry brine them, prepare them the night before. We're gonna just jump right into it. Let's get this guy preheated, fired up. Today, we're gonna use Bear Mountain's oak pellets, which reminds me, I gotta put some pellets in here because I'm almost empty. Forgot to do that. The one thing about a pellet grill, they don't work well if they don't have pellets. Let me go get the wings. While we're waiting for our pit to get up temperature, we can prep some wings. Real quick, gonna talk to you about these guys. These are Dartagan Foods Green Circle wings. Now, lots of people spend a bunch of money on steak, right? Prime, Wagyu, dry aged. This is high quality chicken. Now, I've been using these guys for, I don't know, at least 4 years now. I stumbled across some buying organic turkeys years ago, tried out their chicken. The big difference with this chicken is that the chickens are raised for 82 days instead of the average, which is 41 days, free range, fed a vegetable diet, and the chicken is pink, flavorful, juicy. Highly recommend you give it a try. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not cheap chicken, but there is a huge difference in it. They have an organic version as well, if you don't want to spend the money for the Green Circle. It's still high quality chicken, but I see lots of people like buying expensive steaks and then the cheapest chickens they can find. And it's just like, kind of like, why would you spend all that money on steak and then cut corners on chicken and pork? I will leave a link below. It's not sponsored. I've used them for a long time. I do have an affiliate link which helps the channel, but check them out. I think you'll be happy with what you get. Now the one thing I forgot is I'm missing a knife, so let me go get a knife. So if you want a good wing, you should really start with the whole wing because typically they're bigger than buying the party wings in the grocery stores, and it's super easy. Once you do it a few times, you'll get used to it, but essentially cut down that middle piece, move your knife around, find that spot between the bones, and away you go. And just like that, we got ourselves some party wings. Right, we're gonna throw these back here. Now, it's probably not gonna come across on camera, but the size of that drum is twice the size of a party wing you'll buy at Costco or whatever. And look, as you're cutting these, you may get little pieces of bone. Be careful with those, all right? You don't wanna be eating bone. And just like that, our wings are cut up. We've got some boiling water that's joined the party. Boiling water, what are we doing? We're putting our wings in here for one reason, and that is to render out the fat. So what's gonna happen here is we're not cooking them for very long, 5 or 6 minutes tops. But what happens is as these boil, we start to render out that fat, we give it a head start. So then we smoke them and we get them on the next steps. But while we're doing that, let's get this out of the way. We don't have a lot of time. We'll set our timer here for 5 minutes. We've got to make a rub, not a rub, just some seasoning. So in here, I've got some fine sea salt. We're gonna go 2 tablespoons of that, a healthy 2 tablespoons. And then for these, I'm gonna break up my pepper cannon and I'm gonna turn this to fine. I've got it set right now to about 16 mesh. I want a finer pepper for this, so we'll turn that down, give this guy, we'll see how that does. Probably got a little bit more than we need. Look, I got almost about 3 teaspoons at that little bit of time. That right there is why the pepper cannon is well worth the money. And then I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of garlic here. And we're gonna give that a little shake. I don't need a ton. I don't have that many wings. And I'm not going for a ton of flavor. You can add a bunch more things in here. I'm putting on a honey barbecue sauce that we're gonna smoke. So I just wanna put some salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic on there. Let's let these finish up and we'll get on the next steps. So it's been about 5 minutes, long enough for the rain to come in. Funny story, my wife said, you know it's gonna rain. I was like, oh, the weatherman's never right. It's friggin' raining. So my cue here is these will just start to float. And that's when we wanna pull them out. Now, these are the hot water is gonna evaporate quick. So I like to season right away. And we'll get these on the pit. Oh, almost got a jumper. We'll get these on the pit, hopefully before it starts to pour, and I'll get the umbrella up. You can take 2 or 3 at a time. And if you're questioning this step, let me tell you, I did too, until I tried it. It sounded a little weird to me at first, but it does work. And there we go, we've got some wings ready to go. And just for ease of use right now, I will just put them on the rack like this. And there you go, they're gonna go on the top rack in all the smoke. Lots of space between them so the smoke can give them a little smoke hug. We'll close that up so we hold our temperatures in, but we're not done yet. Today what I'm using is some Buffalo Wild Wings Honey Barbecue. It's a chain locally. If you can't get it locally, I will put a link below, but they've got 15 different sauces. It's good. This one is on the milder side, but it does have a tiny bit of heat in the end, so I like it, but we're gonna make it better by throwing some smoke in it, and I'll just stir it every 10 minutes. And then when you coat your wings, you got a nice warm sauce that you're using. We will put that up top. We'll close. We will stir it about every 10 minutes. Now we're gonna cook these guys till about 145, 150, and then we'll get on the next steps. So it's been 45 minutes. Let's have a look, see how we're doing. So what I did is I moved my barbecue sauce down the bottom so I wasn't blocking the smoke to go across. I've been stirring this every once in a while. It's getting some good flavor. The other thing I did is at 30 minutes in, I flipped these guys around just so we can get some air over the top of them, help dry out the skin, and give them a little rotate around. And the other thing I did is I have checked temperatures a couple times just to make sure that I'm getting some even cooking. And you know, the stack's always gonna be the hottest, right? So let's take our Thermopen here, see what we got. You know, we're right around 118 right now. Let's get one of these guys, 129. 128. So I just moved this guy from over here to here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of look for the ones that are not cooked as much. It looks like I've only got a couple here. So all these are pretty good. I just got this one guy, one little lonely guy that is under temp, which is fine, because now what we're gonna do is we wanna get some air movement over top. We're gonna get ready for our sear. So we've been rolling at 200. We're gonna dial this up, 325. I'm gonna go with 350. And we've got a bunch of smoke flavor in here, so we got what I'm looking for from that. Now we're gonna speed up the air movement and increase the temperature to help dry out the wings a little bit. Now remember, we're only gonna go till about 150. If you cook your chicken at 150 for, I think it's, 45 seconds, the bacteria is killed. Now in the drums, you gotta go up beyond that a little bit. And chicken wings can go upwards of 185 and still be amazing, right? But what I'm doing is I'm gonna take them up to about 150, and then we're gonna get into our sear. I'm gonna sear it up high so they're gonna get some extra flavor from the extra time in the fire. And at the end result, we should have a nice charred, smoky, crunchy, delicious wing. So our wings have hit 155. We smoked at 200 degrees for about 45 minutes, and then we ran for about 20 minutes at 350 to get us up to our temperature. Now luckily we're on this rack, so we will lift these guys off. And I'm also gonna bring this out because I don't want it to get too hot real quick. While we're in here, you can open up our diffuser door there. We're gonna let this get hot. I am gonna dial this up a little bit to like 500 degrees. We're gonna give that a few minutes to get hot. It's not gonna take too long. It is freezing outside. It's like 41 degrees. So I'm gonna take these guys inside real quick. If you look at them, they're looking delicious. I mean, come on, not too bad. Smell nice and smoky. They've got some good color on them. They've already got a little bit of crunch to them, but we know we can take it a little ways longer. So let's not let these cool down too much. We want them to stay hot. Well, this guy gets some temp, and then we'll get searing, saucing, tasting, and we'll be wrapping up. It's only been about 6 minutes. It's time to get these guys in the fire so we can get them crisp up. You can see it's already white hot down there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw these guys up here, kind of rotate them around. There's the sizzle we're looking for. That's hot. So I'm gonna keep this closed so that the wind doesn't blow around the flame. It should come straight up, but we were at 530, so you know it's hot. Don't walk away, it's not gonna take too long. As I said, don't go too long. They're sizzling pretty good already. Getting some char, that's hot. That's literally like 45 seconds just to give you guys an idea. It's closed. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Give these maybe another 45 seconds. It's not gonna take too long. I'm gonna move this one over where it's a little hotter. Been about 1.5 minutes, not too long. You can see we've got some amazing char on there. We've got exactly what I'm looking for. We gotta get these off. The rain is coming, keeps coming and going. I'm starving. Let's pop these guys off. Oof, they're hot. Close this up, turn that guy off. Let's have a look. So here we go. I got my sauce here. I need a little bit more than that. Look, you guys can't cook in the winter time because you're afraid of a little snow or a little cold weather. I'm out here cooking in the pouring rain for you guys. Oh, man. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let me move my camera or my umbrella so I can get the cameras covered at least. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. It's gonna get a little dark. See if I can fix that. It's too windy for my umbrella. So we're finishing a little dark. I apologize for that. Have a look at these wings. I can tell you just by looking at these are gonna be some of the best wings I've done yet. I need them to cool down for half a second, but the weather doesn't wanna let me do that. As you can see, these wings are looking absolutely delicious. I can't wait any longer. Wow. I mean, I get excited about wings, but let me tell you. Hands down, the smokiest and the crunchiest combination wing I've made to date. I don't even want to talk anymore. I just want to eat these things up. Man, I am loving those. I can't say enough good things about them. Before I say anything else, we got to do our contest before it starts to pour. Wait a second. Before we can do the new contest, we've got to do the old contest. Let's get this recording so I can share it with you guys. 1, 2, 3, there we go. The hashtags were bring back spring and cold outside. Had to be that exactly. You can't comment more than once. I filtered that out, so nice try if you've done that. I don't think anyone did. Oh, I can't do math. 11, just get the comments. 10. There we go. 61, and we will start. Let's see what we got. Jason, I still love my Yoder and winter. Well, I don't mind cooking in the winter. Ooh, Gost. Ooh, I forgot when I started this whole thing. I am terrible at names, so I'm not going to butcher your last name, but you guys will see it on the screen. Jason, email me at oneramencook@gmail.com. I will put a link in your comment and we're going to verify it's you, and then we'll get you that $25 gift card. Let's see what the hashtags are this week. Quick reminder, to enter in the contest, you have to be subscribed to the channel. You have to like this video, and if you don't, something's wrong with you. I mean, these are friggin' delicious. And number two, you have to use both hashtags in a comment. The hashtags for today are gonna be Tartagan Foods, once again, because it's their wings that make it so delicious, and crispy smoked chicken. Those are your hashtags today. I will put them up on the screen. If you do a comment with these hashtags, you like the video and you subscribe, you will get your chance to win a $25 at BBQ gift card. And if you happen to be a Patreon member, thanks to those of you who have already signed up, I will double it and make it 50 bucks, even if you're at the $5 a month member level. So consider doing that. If you like some wings, if you like some barbecue, I'm here to help you out. Check out this video over here. Thanks as always for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, hopefully this one, I encourage you to do so. Give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.